Howdy, I'm Todd for G66. Welcome to another Tuesday Tone Tip. In today's video, I want to show you 5 of my favorite factory presets. The factory presets have just been updated for the latest firmware. I will put a link in the video description so you can find those preset banks. If you grab those, you can easily import them into your AxeFX3 by going Tools, Fractal Bot, selecting your device, browsing until you find the bank folders, and then simply sending them to the relevant bank on your AxeFX3. You can either send all 3 factory banks at the same time, or you can do them one by one. We're going to start with a brand new factory preset. This one is Fremen's Drones of Arrakis. Scenes 1 to 7 generate big synth pads, and there is a glorious lead scene on top of that with some massive reverb and delay. So I'm going to hit scene 1 on my FC12. It's going to play me a big E minor chord, and then I'll just cycle through the scenes and noodle a bit. Next up, this is a preset which has been a long-time favorite for me that's been updated for the latest factory bank. This one is called Mystic Arps, and I just basically live on scene 3 here. It's a really pristine, clean sound that gives you this quad diatonic pitch shifting. So you could just play 3 notes like E, C, and A, and you get this really lovely ambient texture. This just makes me want to play music, which is what this is all about. Next up, Stereo Death Fuzz. This is just one preset that never fails to put a smile on my face. And if you like lo-fi tones, garage rock, or just anything kind of generally dirty and disgusting, you have to check out all 8 scenes on this particular preset. There's even some scenes where you've got a pair of fuzz pedals after the cab block, which sounds crazy, but it works really, really well. So I'll start on scene 1, and I'll just show you a couple of scenes culminating in scene 8, which really does sound insane. I'm going to toot my own horn for this one because this is a preset that I wrote. There is a pitch follower modifier attached to the amp block input trim and to the delay block input gain, meaning as I play higher and higher notes, I'm going to have more gain, more sustain, and more delay level in there. So I could play a riff down low and slowly work my way up so that when I'm soloing up high, I'm immediately going to have more sustain and more delay on there. So it's basically instant cheat codes. Scene 2 on here also brings in a wah synced up to a random LFO, which basically gives you a really natural sounding auto wah rather than the typical just kind of up down sweep. I think this one sounds a lot like you're actually using a wah pedal. So let's start out on scene 1. I'll start as low as I can on this guitar and gradually work my way up. You'll hear more sustain, more gain, and more delay. Then I'll kick the random wah in. That's almost like magic playing there. It makes it so much easier when you're playing up high, and you could take that preset and adapt it to your favorite amp or favorite effects block, so you have that kind of instantaneous change between a rhythm sound and a lead sound without having to foot switch anything. I love that. To round things out, this one's called One Note Synthestra. I'll show you scene 1 and then I'll show you scene 2, and there's a little pop culture reference on scene 2. As always, if you have any further comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. The factory banks will be linked in the video description. Stay safe, be good to one another, and I'll see you all next Tuesday for another Tuesday Tone Tip. Here we go.